People need one thing above everything else to be successful. It's not an awesome training program. It's not some complicated nutrition meal plan. It's accountability. And it's your job as the fitness professional, as the personal trainer, as the gym owner, to find a way to keep your clients accountable outside the gym, to find a way to teach them to be accountable to their best self outside the gym. Now, a lot of gyms mess up in that they manually do this accountability process. They assign people to trainers, they assign people to the owner, and the system is simply, hey, text these people when you have a moment. That's not a system. That's throwing 10 darts at the wall and hoping that some will stick. That's how people slip through the cracks, and that's how you actually don't hold people accountable and create more problems in your gym. So today I'm going to show you a very simple way that you can automate the accountability check-in system. When I say automate, I don't mean have something take it over for you where your clients end up talking to some shitty robot or some shitty ManyChat frequently asked questions thing. This is going to be a system that enables you to schedule a text that goes to clients on a certain day with a certain interval in between, simply asking them the accountability questions. And as soon as that client responds, you can take over the conversation, or your coaches can take over the conversation. So it takes one task off your hand, but allows you to maintain constant contact and allows you to actually provide the accountability coaching that your clients need in order to get where they want to go. Now, something like this sounds very complicated, and I promise you it's not. You're going to laugh at how stupidly easy it is, but you do need 3 things in place in order to make this work. You need a Google Drive with Google Sheets in it. You need a Zapier account, and that's great because Zapier yesterday just made everything free. And then you need an open phone account. I'm not going to explain what those things are. Just Google them, download them if you don't have them. They are not expensive at all. To set all that up, that should cost you less than $30 per month. All right, now step 1 in this process is to go to our Google Drive and to create a Google Sheet. So if you see, I already have a bunch made here. The one that I'm going to use is Text Accountability 2024. So your Google Sheet is going to need at least 3 columns, maybe 4. I like to have the email there. That's just a personal thing. You do not have it. The most important thing are that you have columns with first name and phone number. Everything else is just for you to keep track of things easier. So to make this automation work, once you create this sheet, you're going to need to put some information in there so that Zapier can pull some information and you can run tests on the system as we're going. So I'm going to put my information here. I'm going to spell it correctly, hopefully. And this will enable me to test the system as we're going so that I can actually pinpoint any mistakes and make sure that it's working. So once you create your sheet, put your information in there, first name, last name, phone number, and that's going to allow Zapier to pull the information that it needs from your Google Sheet. So we've created a sheet, we've created a spreadsheet with at least 3 columns, first name, last name, and phone number. That's step 1. For step 2, we're going to head over to Zapier.com. It's going to take us to the home screen right here. We're going to click Create Zap. Once you click Create Zap, this weird screen's going to pop up here. It's not weird, I just don't like the way it looks that much. So we're going to click one trigger. Our first trigger is that Google Sheet. So you're going to type in Sheets right here. You're going to select Google Sheets. From there, you're going to go choose an event. Our event is new or updated spreadsheet row, and that's important for now and for the final step once we get there. So we're going to hit continue once we've selected that. It's going to make sure that our account is synced with Zapier. We're going to click continue again. And down here is where we're going to choose the spreadsheet that we just collected. So mine is called Text Accountability 2024. I'm going to click that. And then down here, this worksheet this worksheet column, it's only going to give you one option. Just click the option right there. Obviously, you have a 1-sheet worksheet. That's what it is. Our trigger column, we're not going to touch. We want it to be any column, and that's very important for the final step of this process. So once we've done that, we're going to click continue. It's going to test our trigger. If this is working, it should pull my information up right here to show, that the Google Sheet is now connected to our Zapier, and we can use that information. Not only the information that's there right now, but information as it's uploaded will be able to be used in this Zapier, Zap, whatever it's called. So once we've done that, we're going to hit continue with selected record, and it's going to automatically take us to our second action. Our second action, we are going to go to open phone. Now, with apps like this, you always want to click the latest option. That means it's going to be obviously the most updated. So step number 2, open phone. This event right here, we're going to go send a message. So we're going to click continue after that. Again, make sure your open phone account is logged into your Zapier. Very simple process if you haven't done it. Hit continue. And so here you're going to choose your open phone number. You see I have a bunch. This is the number we use for the gym. And 2, you are going to scroll down and you're going to select that phone number from the Google Sheet that you created earlier. Right there. And that's it. So we have our phone number, their phone number, and this box right here is where we're going to enter the message. And I'm going to show you how you can personalize it. So we'll say, hey, and then you see this data right here, insert data. We're going to scroll down and we're going to click first name. So it's a personalized text message. Hey Pat, this is Pat at Jack's Fit. I just wanted to check in on your nutrition so far this week. Let me know how it's going. Simple like that. You can make the message whatever you want it to be, and this doesn't have to be a nutrition accountability system. Once you see the big picture at the end, you'll see that you can really use this for anything. So we're going to click continue. After that, we are going to click test step. And once it's done that, that means it's actually sent a text message from my open phone to my personal cell phone number. I can't hold up my phone and show you because I'm filming on it right now. But once we do that, we're going to scroll down and we're going to hit publish. That's just going to save what we've done so far. That's a personal thing because I've had so many things just exit out and not work. So after that, we are going to click edit zap and we're going to stay in the editor for the rest of these steps. So we're going to click the plus down here. We're going to add another step. So what we're going to do here is we're going to type in delay. And you are going to go into delay by Zapier. And then we're going to choose delay 4. So that means that you are going to delay. Basically what we're doing is we're creating 2 text messages right here, but we want a gap in between them. We want like a 2 to 3 day gap in between them so that we're not overwhelming this person by just annoying the shit out of them into compliance, which for some people is very beneficial, but for some people it forces them to turn off. So we want to find that happy ground right here. So I'm going to delay for 3 days. So the number is going to be that top box. So whether you want to go 24 hours, 12 hours, 6 days. So number is at the top, day or time period, minutes, hours, days, months is at the bottom. Once we've done that, we're going to click continue. We're going to scroll down. We're going to test the step again. Perfect. So after that, we are going to click the plus button again, and we're going to add another text from open phone. So an easier way to do that, if you go to this second box right here, we're going to click the 3 dots next to send message in open phone, and we're going to click duplicate. So that's going to create that same exact message to that same exact number. And then all we're going to do is we're going to drag down right below delay. And so that means now that when you put someone's information into this spreadsheet row, this Google Sheet for the first time, later that day, they're going to get that first text message checking in on them about the accountability. It's going to delay for 3 days, and 3 days later, they're going to get another text asking the same thing, checking in, another accountability text, another accountability coaching text. So that is basically the framework of how accountability works when you do it manually. So we're just automating it right here. So the last step is the most important because the last step is what's going to enable this sequence to run forever or until you remove that user from that Google Sheet. So we are going to click the plus down here and we're going to create a 5th step right here. So the 5th step is going to be a Google Sheet again. So we're going to go to Google Sheets. We're going to make sure we're all logged in. The event that we're going to do here is to create a spreadsheet column. So we're going to create a spreadsheet column and we're going to click continue. I'll explain why that's important after I've shown you the nuts and bolts of how this is set up. So our action, we're going to make sure everything is set up again. My Google Drive, that same spreadsheet, text accountability 2024. Column name, you can name it whatever you want. I normally do 0 or 1 because it's really not going to matter what the column name is. And then the index you can ignore. Perfect. So we're going to click continue and we're going to hit test step. So once this is done, we can finally hit publish for good. And once I want to show you what that final step does in the Google Sheet and why that's important. So if we go to our Google Sheet here, all of a sudden, there's this extra column right here. It says 0. And that's very important because if you remember in that first step, our trigger was a new column or new information in the Google Sheet. So what that means is that after this automation is done, after it sent those 2 text messages with a 3-day delay, it's going to go back and it's going to put another column in that spreadsheet and start that sequence all over again. This is an infinite loop of accountability texts that they're going to send every 3 days to your clients. This is going to take a lot of work off your plate, a lot of pressure off your coaches to be perfect because it takes away a non-gym task that we have to do in order to make people successful in the gym. So if you want to up your game in 2024, if you want to become like that gym in your town where people go and they get amazing results and they love it and they brag about it, it's all about giving people stuff outside the gym. Everybody wants everything nowadays, and everybody wants your attention nowadays. Everybody wants the head coaches, the gym owners' attention because we're experts in something, and people want that expertise, even though sometimes people do just genuinely want attention, like toddlers, but that's not what we're going to cover here. So systems like this are going to enable you to basically seem like you are doing 10 times more than you're actually doing, but it's going to actually save you time and more importantly, save you mental energy. Save the video, download the steps, put it in action. If you have any questions at all, drop a comment below and my email address is in the description.